This video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down what a $50,000 per month agency could look like, the nuts and bolts of the offer, the team to run it, how you can not only just have $50,000, but have a $50,000 per month business that's profitable. This video is gonna be very practical, very nuts and boltsy. You guys can follow along and really do this with your guys' offer, with your guys' business, so that you can begin to then map out what it actually looks like from org structure, because once you get clear on this stuff, the world is yours. First thing is our offering. Everything is based on the foundation of what it is that we're doing. A lot of people would say, I'm gonna do photo, I'm gonna do video, I'm gonna do posting, I'm gonna do one-off projects. But the problem is that it's very unscalable and it's hard to create the repetition in your business when you're doing one-off things, and it's unpredictable. One of the biggest things that we did in our agency was do retainers, because retainers created predictability in our business, meaning we could hire people. We had people that we could staff to serve the clients so that we were no longer reliant just on me, and we had consistent inflow of deals coming in so that we could then serve the clients on a consistent basis, and it wasn't unpredictable and it wasn't just like a mess. First things first, we need to decide who is our ideal customer, what are their pain points, and then what is their desired outcome. So we're gonna spend a good amount of time on this. The who. For this case, like I'm just gonna put online coaches. And what we need to figure out, what are their pain points? And what we need to think about is, what do these online coaches struggle with as it pertains to marketing? We really need to think about our customer. We need to put our marketer cap on, and we need to figure out, what do these people actually struggle with? And then all we need to do with our offer is we need to solve what those people actually struggle with. Too many people gear their offer around how many videos. But the problem is that's not delivering any sort of outcome, and it's just output driven. But what we want to be is, we want to be an asset, we want to be a marketer, and we want to be able to actually solve our customers' problems, like getting leads from social, converting deals on social, becoming more known on social, struggling with time it takes to create content, ideating content to create. So now we need to figure out what is their desired outcome. And if we have the pain points, it's just simply going to be the opposite. Their desired outcomes are getting leads from social, converting deals on social, becoming more known on social, saving time, creating content, having a banger strategy. So now what we need to do with our offering is we simply need to figure out, what do I need to do to get my client from their pain to their outcome? And this is where our offer comes into play. We need to figure out, what are these steps to desired outcome? What is everything that I can do and take ownership of my business to get my clients to their outcome? Ideating content, creating, posting for them, ad funnel, and then maybe you come up with like the ad creative for them, and then maybe you'll film like a VSL for them. This is just an example. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. Really just depends on the who and what is actually working for the online coaches. This is where we need to think and do research and figure out, what are the online coaches that are absolutely crushing in the space, and what can I do to emulate and do it for these online coaches to get them to their outcomes. We want to get our clients from where they are to where they want to go. That is our sole focus. So after we create the steps outcome, we just need to confirm, is this everything that I can do to get my clients leads from social, convert more deals on social, help them become more known? And if the answer is yes, then this is a really solid offer. After we come up with our offering, then what we need to figure out is, what practically am I going to do? Onboarding call, content ideation, create content. We're going to do like a virtual shooting with the clients just so we can scale beyond ourselves. We're going to edit content, then we're going to post content, add creative, add execution, VSL creation. We've created our steps to outcome into a really practical list of what our actual offer entails. Then we need to just reverse engineer this into a table of sorts, so we can, one, figure out who we could delegate this to, and then two, figure out how much time it's going to take, and then three, figure out how much we're actually going to charge the client to ensure that we are being profitable. Onboarding call, just say that's going to be 1 hour, the strategist. And then we're gonna go to content ideation. Let's just say this is gonna take 1 hour with the strategist. Creating content, this could be totally up to you if you wanna attend the shoot or do like a mock cast, but let's just budget 2 hours with the strategist. And then we can do edit content. Let's call this 15 videos, 30 hours. And that's going to be a video editor that we're going to hire. Posting content, that's gonna be our client success. And then 15 videos, probably like 30 minutes per post. So let's just do 8 hours. It's gonna be social media manager / CSM. Ad creative, let's call this ad creative script. Call it 0.5 hours. Strategist, and then let's do ad creative editing, and let's just say we're going to come up with 4 different ads from like a variation perspective, and then let's call this 6 hours, and this is going to be video editor, ad execution. Let's have the social media manager / CSM do the execution on that. VSL scripting, about half hour, because we're going to templatize that out. Strategist, and then VSL editing. Let's just call this 2 hours. So now we're able to see all of the billable hours that are associated with our offer. We're able to price this out. We have a strategist. This is going to be yourself. It's going to be $50 an hour. So that means that your COGS equals $50. We're able to see our cost of goods sold per line item. We're going to add up all of the cost of goods. Our total cost of goods sold equals $910. Meaning, if we were to completely hire somebody to do everything inside of our offer, then it's going to cost $910, even including yourself as a strategist. So you could eventually hire a strategist for $50 an hour, and this is how much it would cost you. What we want to make sure that we're doing is that we are not just charging our cost of goods sold. As a service delivery company, aka an agency, our cost of goods sold is based off of our time. We're selling time, and we need to make sure we're accounting for all of our time and coming up with our cost of goods sold so that we know our numbers. We want to take this and we want to do a multiple of at least 3 to 4. If we take our COGS and we multiply 910 by 3, this means that our cost to client should be $2,730 for a 66.66% gross profit. This number becomes the floor of what we're going to charge our clients for. So how I would frame pricing like this is I would probably do something like $7,500 for 3 months or $3,000 per month, just for like final pricing. Now we're able to reverse engineer how many clients our team can handle. What is our capacity? What is the profitability as we actually scale, as we actually grow our business? We're gonna build out the team and we're gonna figure out what is the capacity of the team? What does that equate to a revenue perspective? What does that equate to a profit perspective? And then also, how many people do you need to hire? So one client is going to equal 5 hours per month. And then let's take the video editor, 38 hours per month. Social media manager / CSM, it's gonna be 9 hours per month. Now what we can do from this is we can see what is the max capacity for a full-time team. To figure this out, what we wanna figure out is like how many clients can each person manage. There's 160 hours in a month. Base this around like 120 hours, just because there's probably gonna be 10 hours per week of management, 10 hours a week of back and forth. So that would be 24 clients max. So 38 hours. This is the type of role that could probably work 160 hours, but I'm just gonna do 150 divided by 38 hours. So that's gonna be 4 clients max. And then same thing with social media management. I'm just gonna do 150 divided by 9 hours. That's 16 clients max. What this pretty much tells you is the max clients that I would take for this offer for my business essentially is 24 clients, like max, because that's what the strategist could handle. So how I would position this, how I would look at this is the strategist, the leader of the fulfillment. To the extent of their capacity should be the extent of the fulfillment team beneath of them. So in order to get to max capacity with team is we should reverse engineer from the strategist position. So we know 24 clients max. We have 24 clients, like that should be the goal to fill up the strategist. So if each editor can handle 4 clients, that means we need 6 editors. And then for social media management / client success, we would need 2 of those per team. This essentially is your team with max capacity with 24 clients. Let's kind of look at the numbers because this will be really interesting to see. So if we look at 24 clients, so this person should be making $6,000 per month. If I take all of the editors, so that would be $2,280 per editors. 2,280 times 4 equals $9,120 from an editing perspective per month. And then if we go to client success, social media management, so that would be 1,440 times 2 employees, which would give us $2,880 for the client success. For a total max capacity of a pod equals $18,000 per month is what you're going to be spending in order to make a specific amount of money with 24 clients max. You might be thinking, whoa, I'm gonna be spending $18,000 a month in people, but let's look. So if we had 24 clients, let's just call it average $3,000 a month, that's $72,000 in revenue. Now, if I do 72,000 minus 18,000, you're gonna be making $54,000 a month. You're gonna be spending $18,000 but you're gonna have really good clarity of how many people that you need, the operational efficiency that you need, and you're going to be able to see how many hours are expected of each team member, what exactly they'd be doing, because we really productized our process and we created really good training on what they need to actually do to fulfill the offer. And we know like what their max capacity and expectations are. We know how much we're gonna charge for that person essentially. To make $72,000 with 24 clients, let's call it, we need to be spending $18,000 a month for cost of goods sold to give us $54,000. So what does that give us from an actual profit percentage? Let's take a look. That's at a 75% margin. All of this to say is this is just really good data to know inside of your business that allow us to make informed decisions and create a vision for our business so that we know what we're actually working towards. What I would encourage is you do this exercise with your business. What is your offer? How many hours are expected per each line item? Who's fulfilling each line item? What does it look like from a max capacity from your team? Hopefully this video was helpful, guys. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel and also join our school group, just school.com/agencyu. It's free, has a lot more information, a lot more trainings that you could find valuable. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we will see you on the next video.